This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Monica is with us in Houston, Texas. Hey, Monica, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Jade. Thank you so much for your help.
You bet.
Sure. What's up?
My dad is 75, and he's had a stroke, so he has difficulty in communication, and he's asked me to visit his financial planner with him to decide what to do with an annuity that isn't making any money. So I was wondering, what kind of questions should I ask the financial advisor? What should he do with the money? Are there any penalties, things like that?
Okay. Well, what the financial advisor's job is, as far as I'm concerned, and you may have to help them with what their job is to have the heart of a teacher. Okay. And so if I'm you and I'm sitting down there and I'm going to say, okay, tell me exactly what this annuity is. It doesn't seem to be making any money, what our options are, and what you would do with it. And here's the important question. Why would you do that with it? And let them kind of explain to you what the details are and teach you. And then you look at it and say, okay, it's not making any money. The surrender charge is small. So we're going to take the money out. And we're either going to put it in an investment account or we're just going to put it in a high yield savings. But we're going to take it away from this annuity. Okay? If there's a huge surrender charge, maybe the option is to roll it to a different annuity with that goes into good mutual funds, which is called a variable annuity. And you may want to try to do that. But if you can move it without some kind of horrendous, throat punch surrender charge, you're going to want to move it.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking to put it in, I didn't want to go high yield. He's 77, not the best of health, but I was thinking make an index fund would probably be the best way for him.
Either way.
Depending on...
Either of those is fine. I mean, high yield savings is fully liquid. That's just a simple savings account at money market rates.
Right.
Has he got plenty of money?
No, not really, and it's only $35,000 in the annuity. But
how much total does he have?
Would be.
How much total does he have?
Oh, he hasn't told me all that, but I wouldn't think that it would be even in the high tens of thousands. He doesn't have a ton. He lives mostly off of Social Security.
So a lot of it is in this annuity.
Tell you the honest truth, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But it probably
if he's got tens of thousands and 35 is in the annuity, even if he's got 100,000, a third of it is the annuity, right?
Oh,
true.
Well, hopefully you can learn that when you meet with the advisor, and you can kind of see what he's got.
Is he giving you any kind of a power of attorney in this process as well?
I think we already have one through my mom. He's just asking me for my advice. So
your mom has power of attorney?
I think so, yeah. But he's asking me for advice, and everybody's together on it. He's asking information. So
okay, that's nice. That's a good position to be in, and it sounds like he's being humble about this and not secretive or weird or something. So yeah, I think you just gather up the information and make sure his communication is impaired, but are his decision making skills impaired?
No, he's got aphasia. The words he says are different than the ones he thinks he's saying.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So, I mean, if he can sit there and grasp what the guy's saying, and you can too, and then you guys go back home and talk about it, and maybe he needs to type it out or something so that he gets the right words to tell you what he wants to do. But, I mean, you can say, Dad, this is what I think I would do, and if you want to take a minute and write out, since he's struggling with putting the right words in the right order, if there's a way he's communicating clearly, use that. That's all I'm saying. And he could tell you too, because it sounds like he's capable of making a decision. He just wants some extra input given that he's fragile right now. That's smart.
Exactly.
That's very wise.
And what would be an exorbitant surrender charge? Like what
half of it or something like that? I'm getting it out of there given the situation you told me. I mean, only if they got like a $12,000 charge or something. But yeah, I can't imagine that. How long have they had it in that? Do you know?
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. It's probably been a good while, though.
Yeah. Are you going to guess and say more than 7 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. For sure. You may have zero surrender charge.
Ooh.
That'd be great.
Because most of them evaporate around the 7-year mark.
Nice. Okay.
So, if that's the case, then it's a no-brainer. You get it out of there. See, all an annuity is a savings account with an insurance company. And there are two types. There are fixed annuities, which is a savings account with a fixed interest rate, usually today's world, 4%, something like that. I'm guessing that's what he's got because it's underperforming.
Okay.
The second type is a variable annuity, and that is a mutual fund inside of an annuity, and there is no point in that even in this situation. Okay? They're sold quite a bit by people in the insurance world because they don't have a securities license to sell mutual funds, so it's a way for them to create a, in air quotes, investment to sell to someone and act like they're real investment advisors when all they are is insurance agents. That's usually where these things come from.
That's what I'm gathering. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your help.
Wait a minute, is this financial advisor an insurance agent?
I'm sure he is with everything you've said.
Yeah. It sounds
No,
like
I mean,
it.
Is the company,
I don't know for sure.
Don't tell me the company name, but is the company name an insurance company?
I honestly don't know. He's only ever told me the man's first name. I don't know who he's with.
Okay. All right. If you figure out that it's a life insurance company, then just get the money out of there. Get away from it.
Don't even talk to
We're
the
not
advisor.
even discussing it. I'm gonna go jump on RamseySolutions.com and get one of our SmartVestor pros that are actual investing advisors, and they'll sit down with you, help you get the money moved into something good and so forth. I got it. I just now had a bad feeling run down my spine that that's what this is, but it could be. Sometimes a financial advisor will sell an annuity, but usually if they do, it's a variable. That's what's spooking me here. And a variable should be performing because the market's done well.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure.
Unless it was something he got into a long time ago and did some other things since then and got an advisor. Who knows?
It's possible, but he doesn't have much money.
No, he doesn't.
Only $100,000, so he's not been playing much with it. Yeah, it's interesting. Monica, so the thing is, gather information, facts are your friends, make sure the person is explaining it to you in a way that you understand. That's their job. If they can't do that, get the documentation and take it to somebody who can, like a SmartVestor Pro. And so if you get an insurance agent that does political doublespeak, then you've got to get away from them to even get the answers straight. And but if they'll actually tell you what the flip's going on, I think you're going to want to just move the money. And I think it's old enough you shouldn't have a surrender charge, and it makes it a no-brainer to move it. You do not need an annuity here. It's not a valuable It's not a valuable financial instrument in this situation. So there's no point in it, especially with $35,000. It's not worth. It's they're feeing you to death. So, wow. Good question. Okay, well, let's just keep on that for a second. One of the benefits of a variable annuity and a fixed annuity, but we never do fixed annuities in any circumstances, is there's a couple things. Number one, you can name a beneficiary on them, and they pass outside of probate. So if you've got an estate tax problem, which that gentleman does not have, he didn't have enough money, but if you have an estate tax problem, you can pass the money directly to a beneficiary, and it is not taxed for estate tax purposes.
Interesting.
The second thing with variable annuities that they're doing out there is some of them, if you hold them for a little while, 3 years, 2 years, there's a principal protection if you're in a variable annuity and a mutual fund. If the market goes down, you put $100,000 in the market, now it's worth $60,000, they'll cover the 100.
Interesting.
And so they give you principal protection, and they'll guarantee you at least an interest rate of a floor, like a 5% rate of return.
When would you suggest it for someone?
I'm 64 and have a lot of wealth, and I don't own one.
Got it.
I don't like them because I can get the same guarantees just by understanding the marketplace.
True that.
And I don't have to pay the extra fees to the insurance company to put the thing together. So pretty simple.